With the new ominous nebula, ZELDRIS releasing on the Japanese version, only a couple days away from the global version now. I think at the time of recording this, it'll be 3 or 4 days, so just around the corner. But wanted to try out one of the older ZELDRISes, that is of course the red ZELDRIS. Definitely one of my favorite units, especially for his time. I remember my OG gear team being sent around this ZELDRIS, the Halloween Gothar and Ludosiel. Gave you a crazy amount of control via this ZELDRIS, whatnot, Ludosiel and the Halloween Gothar. Overall some really fun units, but having a look at the ZELDRIS' skills, his first card here, inflicts damage equal to 450% of attack on one enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. His second card inflicts damage equal to 360% of attack on one enemy, disables recovery skills for 2 turns. The ultimate, which we have at 6 out of 6, inflicts spike damage equal to 840% of attack on one enemy. The commandment, which we're not going to be using in today's showcase, but still a cool commandment, depletes 1 orbs from the ultimate move gauge and removes debuffs from moving skills. And then the passive, increase allies' basic stats by 6% for each hero in the battle with a commandment. So definitely going to help out this team a whole bunch. This does work in the back as well. So, I mean, maybe if you don't have the newer ZELDRIS or the Persecutioner ZELDRIS, you could probably run this guy in the back. There's definitely better options though. Having a look at his gear, we are rocking the attack crit set. I should probably go ahead and fix up the defense pieces, and then having a look at the cosmetics. Not a crazy amount of investment there. Could definitely be a little bit more work put in, but going to be using them along with the Assault Meliodas and the Berserk ESTAROSSA, and let's dive in. Here we go, first opponent, and quite a scary matchup. Always terrified to go into the green Cyrils. However, not using the Bloody Ellie definitely helps us out a ton. Getting that extra melee card is also really good for us, allows us to get that extra proc of the darkness. And then I think we might go ahead and chuck down to Sariel just to try and get him as weak as possible. Sariel most likely going to put up the counter in this next turn, so it's not going to do a crazy amount, but seeing how his crit chance could be, I doubt he's going to. I mean, it's decent damage, that's for sure. I don't think he's going to be critting on any of these newer units, especially units like Green Sariel. I would really like for these older characters to get more stat buffs. I think that's a perfect way to do it, even if they implement it in waves like they did with the Holy Relics initially. Even slight stat buffs and then buffing them again in future. I know it's not something they'd really want to do, but being able to use all of these old characters would be really, really fun. There's the Sariel counter we're all looking forward to. Let's see. I think if we just throw out this, probably go like this here, that'll get the encroach on the Sariel, and then we can finish him off with the ESTAROSSA card. Not going to do a crazy amount of damage back to us. And with him removed, will that also remove all of the debuffs? I believe it will. Goddamn, ESTAROSSA is just too good. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly what we want to see. Don't get me wrong, the Tarmiel can definitely remove our ultimate. I was hoping for just a little bit of luck on the card RNG, maybe giving us the extra Dark Sword card, but hey, what can you do? Definitely going to cleanse that debuff there. Remove the ultimate. I mean, with the amount of darkness, we can still start cooking here. Get rid of the Margaret. This team is just so much fun though. As of recent, got the Demon artifact set for PvP, so we'll start using that in some of the next videos. Unfortunately, Lee could only get to level 3 because, man, upgrading those things is so goddamn expensive. Let's go 1, 2, and 3, why not? Yeah, we'll definitely get that one leveled up. From memory, it only increases the attack done by Demon allies, so I don't know, it could be better to use the one at the moment. I'm using the damage reduction one. Gives fairly good CC, and it's one of the ones I have level 5, so why not? But not too difficult. Definitely would have been a real hard team to come up against if he had the Bloody Ellie, that's for sure. And I've been hearing a lot of downplay on the new Ominous Nebula ZELDRIS, just due to the fact mainly I can imagine is for that he doesn't have double AoE cards. We're really hoping and banking on that. Don't get me wrong, he still has the AoE Infect card, which is still to this day one of the best debuff cards and one of the best AoE cards in the game. Who do we want to go for here? I think maybe just still going ahead and throwing these into ESTAROSSA might be our best bet. Throw out that one as well to get. It is unfortunately got the merger on the single target card there, but yeah, unfortunately a lot of downplay on the ZELDRIS. Also using the Ominous Nebula ZELDRIS means you can't use the Persecutioner one in the back. He is an absolutely amazing support, and with the release of his Holy Relic as well, has really, really nice CC. So yeah, only one AoE card, and then the other one I believe is the Pulverize card, the same one that the Festian has, or at least that's what I've been told. So a pretty good kit. Really, really would have been nice for him to have. I don't even know what I'd want him to have as his second AoE card. Maybe a Seville one. I believe that's the same one that the Red Sariel has. Oh, that's sick. Getting the ultimate is really annoying. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Go 2, and then why not? Well, throughout that one there. That should be able to get rid of the Estarossa nice and easily. Don't know why you'd go for the Sigurd ultimate there, but other than that, I'm still very, very hyped to go ahead and use the ZELDRIS. We'll end up making a whole bunch of showcases with him, but one thing about the banner is we've finally had Red Tarmiel. I am so glad to have him back. I may just end up going 2 rotations on the banner just to try and get dupes for Tarmiel. One is only 2-6 at this point in time. Man, if I could get that man to even 4-6, I would be so insanely happy. My luck has been pretty bad on the banners. My luck is always bad in this game, especially when it comes to summoning. So if it could turn around for the Nebula ZELDRIS banner, especially since they for some reason decided to make him a limited unit. So not going to be shown all the time. I can imagine the next time they'll show him might be for an anniversary of sorts, maybe something along those lines, but they have never done something like that for a regular 7 Deadly Sins character. Obviously we get kind of stuff for collaborations, even just more exclusive characters, maybe New Year's, all that kind of stuff, but never done to just a regular ZELDRIS who hasn't really had any significance. So still not too sure as to why they did that. Seems like a really weird decision. So if you guys want to be able to use this ZELDRIS at any point within the next coming weeks or maybe even months, definitely want to try and get him on that banner. It is a 600 banner, so it is a little more generous. Let's see. I'd really like to get more of the 1000 Divine Cuts cards in our starting hands, and why not? We'll go ahead and waste all the ZELDRIS cards. Definitely still a really scary team. I do want to go ahead and use the Dien alongside Estarossa and Assault Melee in one of these up and coming videos. Still so many teams. I've been showcasing this man non-stop since his release, which is, what, over a year? Not over a year? Over a week ago at this point. God, not that fast. And still so much to go. Unfortunately, still believe his SSR skin is his best skin. I don't know, I really don't like the other ones. The kind of wolf one, I'm not too big a fan of. The biker one is god awful, and his mimic one of the Meliodas costume here, the kind of fiery one, yeah, not super keen on that one either. Ah well, hopefully gets another costume within the next couple of weeks or so, maybe within the next month. Could be a lot better than the others. Let's see, that should go 1. I'll go 2, and then hopefully one will go for King instead. I'm really scared of the Infect debuff, but getting rid of King will get rid of the shield. Makes our life that little bit easier. Easy 400,000 there. I don't think I'll ever be able to get over how good this unit is, or just how fun he is to play. Man, it is so good. And the fact he has decent crit chance as well, it'd be a completely different story if Mans didn't crit as often as he did. He can still have really good damage without the crits, but there's just like so satisfying about the crit noise and the whole crit effect in this game, that's for sure. And I'm surprised I don't see as many Estarossas as and I'm honestly surprised I don't see more Estarossas than I do in PvP. I feel like it was a massive highlight unit, and a lot of people were waiting for a Estarossa for such a long time. Yeah, he's definitely going to want to put up that Chandler counter. Chandler actually getting a Holy Relic in the next update as well, which will be, along with the Ominous Nebula ZELDRIS, a really good Holy Relic as well. Kind of a nerf version of the Terry Holy Relic in a sense. Removes all debuffs when he puts up the Holy Relic, and I believe it's a 30% HP related stats boost when he has the stance effect up, so definitely a really good one that you want to make. This team here, I'd say probably replace the Trader Melee with Assault Melee, could definitely be the best team to run for Estarossa. Who is the... yeah, it'd definitely be that or Sigurd. I feel like Sigurd being able to apply the debuff so easily and so easily get the triple attack boost from his passive, definitely a really strong combo as well. If we just go ahead and do something really weak, we can finish you off there, and then surely just kill Melee with that one there. Having the ZELDRIS actually have this really weak ult removal card has been really good for us, because the Encroach will just tear him apart. Oh my. 600,000, and then surely we one-tap the Trader Melee as well. Please and thanks, Estarossa. He's too good. I'm going to build him a HP defense set, but I still think I'll end up using the attack crit on him. Maybe if the ZELDRIS was double AoE, I'd build him a HP set, because that way we can get so much CC on the team, and all of the darkness effects you can get from spamming out those AoE cards, you'll still have a really good attack stat regardless. And final opponent, another Estarossa. Right as I say, I'm not seeing as many Estarossa teams as I thought I'd see. We get an absolute abundance of them. This is always really hard to deal with though, because the second we start attacking into him, we're pretty much dead. Do I just go for something like this? It could be the go, because even if I throw just one AoE card into him, that's going to give us the 3 debuffs, and then he's instantly going to get the triple buff, so really scary play, that's for sure. I think still going for the double AoE in this next turn, and then just going ahead and moving the ZELDRIS card might be our best bet, because that'll get us a lot of darkness effects on the enemy, which he's going to get the attack passive anyways from throwing out the extort cards, so there's no real point holding back on that kind of stuff. Just need to see if we can actually survive past the turn. I could potentially go for a... I couldn't get the melee ultimate anyways. Why not? Throw that out there. I'm not expecting a crazy amount of damage from the divine cuts. Yeah, I'm still not too sure if the double of those was a good decision, but we have the ESTAROSSA ultimate now. Fingers crossed he doesn't just completely and utterly wipe my ESTAROSSA and we can throw off that ultimate, because we do also have a crazy amount of ESTAROSSA cards in our hands. Having the two, is it Tentacle Blade? Yeah, Tentacle Blade cards, gonna be really good for us. We're rocking the level 95 Assault Meliodas. I do really wish he'd go ahead and get his 5th weapon. I don't know why Netmarble have held back on that for so long. I don't think it'd be something they'd forget either. There's the encroach on our ESTAROSSA and he is 100% dead. Yeah, the Sigurd and the Chandler combos are definitely the best thing you can run for this game. I honestly feel like most of the time using attack food on the ESTAROSSA team and allowing yourself to go second may even be better than going first, because if they're forced to attack into you, there's not much they can really do. But there we go, that about does it for today's video. Really fun revisiting the Red ZELDRIS. Granted, he doesn't do a crazy amount for the team. It is still really cool to visit some of these older characters. Absolutely love when they make units like this ESTAROSSA that allows us to use some of these less viable units. Once again, giving some of these units stat buffs or making some of their older cards just a little bit better. We've been using the same ultimate reduction card for what seems like release now, but anyways, once again, that about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.